We spent one complete day exploring the architectural brilliance of the 13th century Ramappa temple at Palampet village of Warangal district. The Ramappa lake was right in front of our cottage at Haritha Resort. I felt as if I had seen the most beautiful sunset of my life over here. The Ramappa lake is so vast, it looks more like a river than a lake. We have made a separate video on the magnificent Ramappa temple. If you haven't watched it yet, please find the link to the video in the description box given below. Next day morning, we checked out of the resort and proceeded towards our next destination, Warangal city, which was once the capital of the Kakatiya kingdom. On the way, we stopped for a few minutes to see the damages left around by the devastating earthquake which had shook this area in the 17th century. Except for the Ramappa temple, which can be seen at a distance from here, everything else was flattened. We continued our journey along the Palampet village onto the National Highway 163. It took us 1.5 hours to reach Hotel Ashoka at Hanamkonda, Warangal. While waiting at the reception for check-in, I admired the decorated wooden work on the wall displaying the gates of the Warangal fort, which is the symbol of heritage and pride for Warangal. The hotel was following proper sanitization measures. We checked into our rooms, which was clean and comfortable. We then went to visit the 1,000-pillared temple, one of the most important attractions of Warangal. This temple is also known as Rudreshwara Swamy temple and is dedicated to Lord Shiva, Vishnu and Surya. The 1,000-pillar temple was constructed around the 12th century AD at the time of the Kakatiya king Rudradeva. This temple is one of the best examples of architectural marvel and craftsmanship during the Kakatiya period, with numerous richly carved pillars. visited this temple on the day of Balipratipada, immediately after Deepavali. Due to festival, there was much rush inside the temple. I could see that the temple was built on a star-shaped raised platform with exquisitely carved pillars all around. People were offering prayers to Nandi. This Nandi statue is carved out of a single rock and adorned with many beautiful ornaments. This temple is mainly made out of granite and dolerite stones. We could still see some of the stones lying around. These were probably never used or could have been the outcome of the damages which occurred to the temple. This temple was attacked several times by the Delhi Sultanate during the time of the Khiljis and later by the Tughlaqs. Hence it suffered massive damages. Archaeological Survey of India has taken up the task of renovating the temple and much of it has been restored. The Kalyana Mandapa, which was used mainly for conducting wedding ceremonies, suffered heavy damages. It can be seen that the restoration work for the Kalyana Mandapa is still underway. This temple is adorned with different types of exquisite carvings, the most prominent ones being those which looked like a kind of a spear or some kind of a weapon with a tapered end. It could also have been some kind of advanced drilling machine, especially when we see so many examples of stones being cut, polished and carved to make marvelous architecture. These carvings are found at regular gaps between every two pillars. I could recollect finding similar carvings on the walls of the Ramappa temple. A small Shiva Linga engraved into the outer wall. We wandered around the outer wall of the temple and could not help admiring such marvelous architecture. Such work can only be created by great craftsmen with much love, care and dedication. Such magnificent works are meant to be appreciated, not destroyed. In the evening, we came back to our hotel not far from this temple. The following day, we would be visiting the famous Warangal fort and the Bhadrakali temple.